speaks the language. Every wise man you come across, even Ramana Maharishi, Satya Sai Baba, Ammachi, they all speak. I am hungry, I am thirsty, I am tired, I have to go to sleep, etc., etc., etc. But they are not attached to any of those. It's just there is no identification with the body even when they are speaking that language. There is no insistence about anything. And what are the various instances? Such a person is no longer concerned with the following distinctions. First, the body and its prarabdha, they are not concerned about. The gross, subtle and causal bodies, they are not concerned about. The gross body, senses, mind, intellect, etc., they are not concerned about. The objects and the instruments of sensual pleasure, they are not concerned about. The enjoyer, enjoyed and the enjoying. The doer, done and the doing. The knower, the known and the knowing. The prarabdha, sanchita and agami karmas, they are not concerned about. The waking dream and the deep slate, that they are not concerned about. The five elements, that is space, air, fire, water, earth. The jiva, that is the individual soul. The sun and the moon, they are not concerned about. Relationships, caste, color, religion, they are not concerned about. The world of mortals, the devas, heaven or hell, the various lokas, they are not concerned about. The different gods like the sun god, the Ganapati, Shiva, Vishnu or Shakti, they are not concerned about. The different incarnations like Rama, Krishna, etc., they are not concerned about. The teacher, the taught and the teaching, they are not concerned about. Who? The wise man. Majority of the people, what they do, we don't have to be worried about the gods, we don't have to worry about the teacher, taught and the teaching, so let's not worry about from now itself. Baba, first get your concepts correct, get your mind purified. All these things should happen as a natural consequence, not because of your willful conclusion. This is the observation. The Vedas, the Puranas and the Itihas, that is the Mahabharata and the Ramayana, they are not concerned about. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, listening, reflecting and contemplation, they are not concerned about. The Samadhi experience or disturbance of it, they are not concerned about. Bondage, transmigration and liberation, they are not concerned about. The sin, merit and the Pratyavaya dosh, they are not concerned about. Logic, spiritual discussions or rules and regulations of how to live and not to live, etc., they are not concerned about. The seeker, the sought and the search, they are not concerned. The non-dual, the dual and the qualified non-dual positions in philosophy, they are not concerned about. The sentient, the insentient, the living or the dead, they are not concerned about. Birth, growth and death, not concerned. Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar, that is the individual, the Ishwara, the total and the world, they are not concerned. The empirical, conditioned or absolute truth, they are not concerned about. Knowledge, ignorance or enlightenment, they are not concerned about. Pleasure, pain or bliss, they are not concerned about. And we can keep adding to the list. This is the observation.
That means they become non-believer.
No, they are everything. Belief and non-belief is only in the mind. Self is beyond the mind. And once you come to know the self, then there is nothing. All this what is given here is only going on in the mind. The knower, knowing, known, the seer, seeing, sought, the Vedas, the scriptures, the gods, Jeev, Jagat, Ishvara, the philosophies, the liberation, the moksha, all this is for the mind, not for the self. And Vedanta says self is the one without a second that there is. On that one without a second, the world has been as if pasted, imagined. And in that world, all these things become true. When you have discovered that you are not the mind, just like a lot of people in their meditation and all, they discover that they are not the body once they have the out of body experience. Similarly, once you experience that you are not the mind, then will anything from the mind or about the mind or expressing at the level of mind by way of thoughts, will it disturb you anymore? You will not identify with it. Why? You are not the mind. And in this way, for the electricity, the appearance or the disappearance of all the bulbs, will it affect electricity? No. It remains as it is. But without electricity, light cannot express. The phenomena called light cannot express without electricity. But electricity is independent of the presence of the light or the absence of the light. It neither becomes happy or sad. Similarly, all the thoughts are because of that consciousness, that conscious principle. But that consciousness that I am is independent of appearance of thoughts or disappearance of thought. Concepts are nothing but thoughts. Beliefs are nothing but thoughts. Ideas are nothing but thoughts. Emotions are nothing but thoughts. Whether they are there or not there, the self is undisturbed. And this is all the world of plurality and its variety of phenomenal experiences vanish for him, for the wise man, as well as the sense of past and future. And this is what is referred to as eating by the knower of truth. What is eating? He is continuously remaining in the present. And in remaining in the present moment, in the presence that he is, this is the eating. And in this manner, all the 12 daily duties that a seeker has to go through, or what a wise man goes through, or what a common man has to go through, they were indicated here. Now next week we will see in the following verse the teacher describes the acme of knowledge and dispassion to be sought for by the student. And the sadhana chatushtaya sampanna or qualified student is thus addressed. We'll look at it next week. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.